This is one of the big reasons I love West Indies cricket. When the world is against them, when their backs are against the wall, when everybody comes together and count them out, they produce something special that will be etched in the history of Test cricket. They batted 163 overs. That's like 3 ODI innings. That's how special this draw is. This is Test cricket at its finest best. Stay tuned to Gameyaaad TV. We are going to break it down. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. If it is the first time you are joining us, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell. Please give the video a like. Share the link with your friends and families. And go down in the comment section and to share your thoughts on this epic Test match cricket. Stay tuned for more. We will be right back. West Indies produced one of the bravest fourth innings display in their recent Test history to earn a draw in Christchurch. At the center of it, it was Justin Greaves, who played a magnificent unbeaten 202, facing 388 deliveries, to anchor an innings built purely on discipline and mental resilience. West Indies were in early trouble at 92 for 4, and they later fell to 277 for 6. But West Indies, they were rescued, with a crucial 196 run partnership, between, Justin Greaves and Shai. Shai added 140 runs in that partnership. And once hope fell, Greaves found vital lower order partnership or support from Kemar Roach, who made a stubborn 58 not out from 233 deliveries, helping the West Indies to bat over 163 overs, 63.3 overs to be exact, their longest fourth innings in 95 years, in pursuing a daunting total of 531 run target. Tell me down in the comment section, where do you rank this innings in West Indies cricket history? New Zealand, to be honest with you, they battled hard. They had a depleted bowling lineup, and they, at some point in the game, you could see that the bowlers, they were, fatigued. They missed, chances in the field in terms of dropping catches, and the West Indies just kept them in the field and put a lot of miles in their legs. And as I would have said in the video before this, these 2 days that West Indies had New Zealand bowlers in the field can be very crucial for the rest of the Test series. In the end, this wasn't just a draw, as I said before. This was more than a draw. It was a statement of character, resilience, and the timeless drama of Test cricket. That's just what it is. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, it was a brilliant 2 days of Test cricket, especially the last 2 days. But overall, this first Test was just brilliant in so many, for so many reasons. It was just brilliant, days of Test cricket. I went on Twitter to see, some reaction from the world, and I think one of the things that really I was very disappointed about, I was trying to look for some of, the West Indies legend, tweeting about, the performance of the West Indies team, and, to no avail. I did not find anything from our legends. So I had to just resorted to, to other legends around the world, sharing their thoughts on the game. And Ashwin tweeted that this team that can get all out for 37, win a pink ball test at the Gabba, chase down 320 odd for a win at Edinley, and now tracking down 530 with some solid character at Christchurch. They are such a talented cricketing nation that can excite and disappoint fans in equal measure. So that is Ashwin's reaction, to the performance by the West Indies. Asha Bogle tweeted, from time to time the West Indies show us that they can achieve in Test cricket if only they could be a bit more consistent. And that is so true. Virender Sewag tweeted, what a valiant effort from the West Indies to save the Test match. Great character, grit and resilience to play out 164 overs. Test cricket, and he quoted some, I would think it's some Hindi language, which means I need the right strategy. And last but by no means least, Crick Buzz said, how can you not rally around the West Indies? Well, that's some reaction from around the world, or I would say from India. That's some reaction from India. So in terms of the match summary, New Zealand batted first and they were all out for 231. And West Indies in reply, they were bundled out for 167. And New Zealand batting a second time, they made 466 for 8 declared. West Indies in their second innings, they were on 457 for 6. So the result of the first match is that the match was drawn. I mean, thinking about it, this is a big, confidence boost for the West Indies. And I think this will have some mental impact on the New Zealand team. I still believe that Tom Latham, they should have declared, overnight on the third day, right? Going into the fourth day, I don't think they should have, come out and batted on the fourth day. Early on the fourth day, the ball was doing so much, right? It was giving so much assistance to the bowler, so much so Kemar Roach came out and he was able to get a 5-wicket haul. And I think New Zealand waited too long when the pitch flattened out, and it was very much difficult to get any wickets during that time. And I think they played the game into the West Indies hand by batting too long, right? As I said, the game of cricket is a game of fine margin. Your decisions have to be on point, right? And I think because if you watch my build up to the game, I told you that the pitch at Hagley Oval generally flattens out from the third day, right? And this exact thing happened, and so Latham should have known their condition very well to know that they need to get a crack at the West Indies very early when the ball was moving around, right? And I think that probably one of the key points of the game for the New Zealand, and I think that will hurt them mentally, right? And because I think they thought that they had this game to win, and it was their game to win, if I'm to be fair to them. That's just, I think he has to be better as a captain in terms of decision making, right? And I think that with the flat pitch, West Indies got in, and I think we just control the game from there. So in terms of key contribution, I think that is very obvious. Justin Greaves from West Indies, he played an innings of just pure class, extraordinary discipline and mental strength. And one of the things I noticed about Justin Greaves' innings, if you notice the shot that he played in the first innings, right, he tried to drive the ball and he nicked off, right? In the second innings, he learned so much, that he was so disciplined, especially outside of the off stump. He knew where his off stump was, and he played exceptionally well, especially leaving those deliveries pitch on the fourth stump. And I think that was one of the key moments of his batting. He finished on 202 not out, having faced, 388 deliveries. I think, that innings, began with, a typical artistic flair and flamboyance, right, into a steely knock. Because when Hope, got out, because Hope came out, he had a lot of flair, lot of flamboyance, but when Hope got out, Justin Greaves, went into a more conservative type of, approach. It was more like a survival, approach rather than trying to chase down the runs. Because, I think they get, caught between wanting to win the game and, draw the game. Because I think if they try to push after Shai Hope out, then probably they'll lose the game trying to win the game. And I think, Justin Greaves made the decision to say, let me try and draw the game rather than trying to win and end up losing the game after, because I think after even when Tevin Imlach went, I think he said, let me just try and draw this game. And as I said, the knock was a steely knock full of purpose, and grit. Justin Greaves wore more blows on his body than you can count in this innings. Right, he reigned in his natural instinct, with single-minded purpose and determination. I think it was a really magnificent inning. His effort led to an astonishing, turnaround, especially in the first hour of the day when West Indies tumbled to 277 for 6. Chasing that mammoth total of 531. In his innings, he hit 19 fours and he strike at 52.0. In his innings, he hit 19 fours and he strike at 52.06. Shai Hope, that's a no-brainer. Shai Hope, having scored an half century in the first innings, came back in the second innings and scored, a big innings of 140. He just provided stability to the West Indies batting lineup, and he was involved in a 196-run partnership between him and Justin Greaves. He hit 15 fours and 2 massive sixes, striking at 59.82. I think it was, a superb innings played by Shai Hope. Kemar Roach, what an innings played by the veteran, 37-year-old veteran. Just came back into West Indies cricket after about 10 months break, right? And he just produced a masterclass. Batted 233 deliveries for his unbeaten 58 runs to help the West Indies to draw this game. This is just a special innings from Kemar Roach. He hit 4 fours in his innings and he strike at 24.89. Out of 104 deliveries he faced during the dramatic final 2 hours, right? He scored only 5, right? And that just show you the mental toughness of the man, right? And how he wanted to stay there to help West Indies, to get a result out of this game. This game produced West Indies' first 4 points in the 2025 to 2027 World Test Championship cycle. This is just a monumental performance from the West Indies. Looking at the bowling performances, as you know, New Zealand bowling attack was, very depleted. And Zach Fawkes and Jacob Duffy did their, best. But they just struggled to maintain that intensity. At some point, you could see that they were experiencing some fatigue, on a flat surface, and there was not much wicket taking opportunities. And I think they put out their best effort in order to win the match for New Zealand. But with just 2 fast bowlers, it would be very, very difficult for the New Zealanders. But I think they put in a really good effort in terms of, trying to dismiss the West Indies to win the match. Overall, I think West Indies are in good high spirit, and they would have gained so much confidence from this match, because a lot of people, count West Indies out when New Zealand would have set 531 for them to get in the fourth innings. You could see the intent shown from especially Shai when he came to the wicket, and I mean, it's just very hard to sum up, this game. I mean, in the West Indies, we are so excited, about this result. In terms of, tactical awareness, West Indies, I think they abandoned the chase after, Shai got out. They abandoned the chase, and they changed their approach. They changed from to that committed fully to getting the target to a more survival, strategy. And another thing that they displayed well was their strong game awareness and discipline. Yeah, I really like how the West Indies batters, they were very disciplined, especially to the short pitch bowling, that ball that pitch outside the off stump. They were disciplined in terms of leaving the deliveries, and they know that it's very difficult to drive on the hook, at the Hagley Oval, and I think they have shown those, things in the second innings, and that just show that they actually learn from their first inning performance. New Zealand strategy, I think they were very aggressive, especially with the short ball ploy. But having lost two of their frontline bowlers, I think it became very difficult for Duffy and Zach Folks to really bowl that sustain short ball, especially Duffy. Right, it takes a lot out of you to bowl short ball, and with a depleted bowling attack, it was just too much for the two of them. New Zealand, tried to keep a close infield in order to remain aggressive. But the way that West Indies batted, they just bat New Zealand out of the game. They were over reliant on the two tired fast bowlers. But I think Michael Bracewell and Rachin Ravindra played a good performance with ball in hand to kind of fill that gap left by the two fast bowlers who were injured. In terms of the turning point of the game, I think that 196-run partnership between Justin Greaves and Hope, and then that unbeaten stand between Kemar Roach and Justin Greaves just help the West Indies to get a result out of this game. Greaves double century. You have half century from Kemar Roach. 140 scored by Shai Hope, and 7 wickets taken in the match by Kemar Roach. And Greaves also got 2 wickets in the match as well. He was the man of the match. And it was just an overall performance. Tej Narayan, batting in the first innings the way he did. Shai Hope also made an half century in the first innings, and I think it was just an overall good performance by the West Indies, to get a result out of this game. In terms of player rating, I will rate a few players, the more standout players in the game. Justin Greaves, I think he was 10 out of 10, with that unbeaten, brilliant 202 from 388 balls to anchor the innings, to a draw. West Indies needed to bat out almost 2 days. Not many people, have any confidence in West Indies batting out even a session, more so 2 days. And the way that they batted, especially Justin Greaves, commendation goes out to him. And also Shai Hope again. I think Shai Hope was about 9 out of 10. I think he should have stayed there with Justin Greaves, and we could have won that match. I think it was a bad delivery down the leg side, but probably it was a poor shot. Should not have taken on that shot, and he nicked off. It was a brilliant catch also by Tom Latham. Shai Hope 140, I would give him 9 out of 10 rating. Kemar Roach 58 not out, 9 out of 10 rating. Jacob Duffy, tireless spell from the fast bowler, 7 out of 10. And Zach Folks with heavy workload, I would give him 7 out of 10. You can share your thoughts down in the comment section what you think about the player rating. This draw, as I said, felt like more like a moral victory for the West Indies. The courage, the patience, the mental resilience shown particularly by Justin Greaves highlighted the enduring beauty of Test cricket and underline the value of discipline over aggression in high pressure situation. I mean, looking ahead, West Indies will take massive confidence out of this performance. While New Zealand must reassess their bowling workload, management, fielding execution, and even the usage of DRS. I think they made some bad call, where the DRS is concerned, and it hurt them in the latter part of the game. West Indies also made a few bad decisions where DRS is concerned. So those are some of the things that they will need to look on going into the second game. But I will preview the second game, so stay tuned to Gameyaaad TV. We have so much more to come on this channel. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell. Please remember to like the video, to share it with your friends and families, and go down in the comment section and share your thoughts on this first game. What is your reaction about how the West Indies would have performed in this first test? Thank you so much for joining us here on Gameyaaad TV, and we will see you in the next one. Stay tuned to Gameyaaad TV and have a great day. Thanks again for watching.